The movie begins with a classroom of children forced into a terrifying game by a sinister Daruma doll. The rules are simple yet horrifying. The children must remain completely still while the doll faces away. If anyone moves, their head explodes instantly. Panic sets in as a few children try to escape, only to find the doors and windows locked. The doll notices their movements, and their heads are gruesomely blown apart, leaving the rest paralyzed with fear. Amid the chaos, one boy realizes the only way to survive is to press a button on the back of the doll. Desperately, a classmate dashes for it, but another betrays him, alerting the doll. The boy's head explodes before he reaches the button. With just a minute remaining on the timer, the remaining children frantically run for the button. One by one, the doll catches them, until only Sue and his friend are left. Sue's friend suggests that Sue climb on his shoulders to reach the button. With seconds to spare, Sue presses it, and they momentarily celebrate their victory. But their joy is short-lived. Sue's friend's head suddenly explodes. As he collapses, he tells Sue the cruel truth. The game only spares the one who presses the button. Shaken and alone, Sue exits the room, dreading what might come next. Outside, Sue encounters his friend Ishika. They soon realize the deadly game is happening in every classroom. Desperation sets in as they try to call the police, but there's no phone signal. Attempting to break the windows proves equally futile. Eventually, they find themselves on the school's basketball court, where other survivors, winners of their own deadly games, are gathered. All of them are dressed in mouse costumes. As the doors close behind them, a massive cat emerges from the ground. Without warning, it begins devouring the survivors one by one. Chaos ensues as people run in every direction, but the cat is relentless. Sue notices a vine lying nearby and a basketball hoop in the cat's territory. He deduces that the next game involves scoring with the vine. The timer shows only 9 minutes remaining. A brave boy attempts to throw the vine into the hoop, but the cat intercepts it midair and hurls it back, killing him instantly. Sue realizes the cat is specifically targeting those in mouse costumes and advises everyone to remove them. This briefly confuses the cat, but it soon resumes its attack. When the cat turns its attention to Ishika, Sue, now wearing a mouse costume, distracts it by drawing its focus to himself. The cat chases Sue, who climbs onto its back and begins petting it. Remarkably, the cat calms down and eventually falls asleep. The other survivors join in to help, relieved to have a moment of peace. However, a new conflict arises. The survivors argue over who should throw the vine into the basketball hoop, believing that only the one who scores will survive. Their loud voices wake the cat, which resumes its attack. Sue and Ishika work together, throwing decoy balls toward the hoop to confuse the cat. Finally, Amaya, another survivor, leaps over the cat and successfully scores with the vine. The second game ends with only Sue, Ishika, and Amaya still alive. Before they can celebrate, the cat utters a strange incantation, causing them all to faint. When they regain consciousness, they find themselves in a new room. A screen displays their next challenge: find the keys to escape. Suddenly, 4 creepy dolls appear, explaining the rules of the third game. One person must sit blindfolded in the center while the dolls circle them, singing an eerie song. When the song ends, the player must guess which doll is behind them. A wrong answer results in death. The first player, a boy, guesses incorrectly and is brutally killed by the dolls. Next, a girl tries her luck but also fails, meeting the same fate. Finally, it's Sue's turn. The dolls circle him, their haunting melody filling the room. When the song ends, Sue hesitates, unsure of the correct answer. As the timer runs out, one of the dolls declares, "Time's up. Prepare to die." Just as the dolls move in for the kill, Sue suddenly shouts the correct name of the doll behind him. The dolls freeze, then erupt into eerie laughter. Sue realizes something crucial. The sound of the "Time's up" alert had come from his phone. Using this revelation, he figures out how to navigate the game's twisted logic. But the battle for survival is far from over. The story continues with Sue cleverly fooling the dolls in the blindfold game by playing a pre-recorded, time's up, sound from his phone. He correctly names the doll just in time, winning the round. The dolls explode upon his victory, leaving Sue and the others with a set of keys. As they exit the room, they encounter another boy running toward them, followed by a terrifying doll. The boy warns them to hold hands, claiming the doll won't harm them if they stay connected. However, when the boy grabs Sue's hand, he receives a shock and collapses. Now a group of 4, they venture into another room where they find 2 more boys waiting. They learn that they need 7 keys to open the next door, but they currently have only 1. Before they can strategize, Amaya arrives with 3 more keys. However, tension mounts as one of the boys accuses her of betrayal. In a shocking turn, Amaya uses one of the keys to kill him. With the door unlocked, a voice instructs them to change into new outfits before moving to the next game. In the third challenge, a giant white bear greets them and announces that they must answer its questions honestly to survive. Any lie will result in death. The first question, what is your favorite food? Seems simple, but the bear accuses one of them of lying. After some deliberation, suspicion falls on the boy who had been chased by the scary doll. Despite his protests, the bear kills him. The second question, do you like bears? Triggers similar chaos. Everyone answers yes, but the bear again accuses someone of lying. This time, the group targets a girl. She insists she's truthful, but no one believes her, and the bear kills her as well. Observing the chaos, Sue pieces together the real twist. The bear itself is the liar. Confronting the bear, Sue accuses it of manipulating them into fighting and killing each other. The bear's true nature is revealed as it transforms into a black bear before vanishing. The survivors, Sue, Ishika, Amaya, and 2 others, are declared winners and advance to the final game. In the last round, their former classmates appear, congratulating them for making it this far. However, this final challenge pits the remaining players against each other. The rules are clear. One person becomes the devil while the others hide. The devil must capture the hiders and secure the team's box to win. If the hiders secure the box first, they win. But the one who places the final piece sacrifices themselves for the team. The group selects the devil by drawing lots, and Amaya is chosen. The game begins with Amaya placing the devil's box at a secure location before hunting the others. 2 players are quickly captured and bound, leaving Sue and Ishika in hiding. When Amaya finds their spot, Ishika sacrifices herself to protect Sue, leaving him as the last free hider. Amaya taunts Sue, daring him to face her. Despite Ishika's pleas, Sue steps out wearing iron armor. Amaya laughs, mocking his plan, and removes his helmet easily. But Sue reveals his true intention. The armor is not for battle but for stalling. He binds himself and Amaya together with a chain and jumps into the water. Dragged along, Amaya struggles to break free, while Sue barely escapes the armor, injured but alive. Both make a desperate dash for the team's box. In the final moments, Sue secures the box first. According to the game's rules, he should now die, but the box does not explode. Instead, the dolls appear, revealing that they had lied about the sacrifice requirement. All 5 survivors are declared winners and rewarded with ice cream. As they celebrate, Sue notices something strange on the ice cream sticks. Each stick reveals who truly won and who lost. Turns out only Sue and Amaya are the actual winners. The dolls explain that only the winners gain magical powers, and the others, including Ishika, are sent to a mysterious mine. The story concludes with Sue and Amaya emerging from the final stage, hailed by the outside world as the sons of God. Sue is given the title of God, while Amaya becomes the devil. Despite his victory, Sue feels the heavy burden of loss, while Amaya revels in her newfound power. The film ends with their separation, marking the beginning of their contrasting destinies.